Okay, hello, this is going to be a tarot reading on Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds and their relationship. Now, people have been talking about them a lot because of the lawsuit with Justin Baldoni. I'm not going to pull specifically on that right now, I'm just going to pull on their relationship and see what shows up. Okay, so like what we see, what the public sees of them and their relationship isn't entirely true. Like, I feel like the image they try to portray is like a perfect, happy married couple, but underneath, I don't really see that. I'm seeing a lot of lying in their relationship, a lot of pettiness. I think from both sides, actually, but maybe a little bit more him. I think her energy is like, I do think that this relationship has helped her in a lot of ways. I think it's helped her stay relevant. I think it's helped her stay in people's minds. I think being in this relationship has done a lot for her and her career. But I don't feel like she's very confident in herself. She's a bit insecure. I think both of them are very money focused, very like wanting to build a legacy for their children and for themselves. I think they're on the same page there with that. Ryan's energy is it's not chaotic. I kind of, from what I've seen of him in interviews, I would expect it to be a bit more chaotic, but his energy, it isn't really. It's pretty focused, mostly focused on money. I don't think he's he's not really all over the place as a person. He feels quite stable. I feel like there are a lot of lies in this relationship. Coming from him, I think, more than her. For whatever reason, I feel like, oh, how did they get together? I know they worked together on like that Green Lantern movie. But I feel like when they got together, for whatever reason, she kind of felt lucky, like she felt very fortunate to get him. And I feel like she kind of wanted him and would say or do anything to have him. I don't know why she was so... Desperate's the wrong word. I don't know why she was so eager to have him. Why she wanted him so much, but she did. I think he thought the relationship like could be good as well for like public image, how people perceive him. I think he thought it was beneficial from a career financial standpoint. I think the cracks in their relationship, the issues with their relationship, I don't think the public will ever be allowed to see these things. I think they're very well hidden. I think she especially is very focused on like the perfect image. She'll hide whatever she has to. The public, no. From her side, no one's ever going to find out about this. Do I think they're going to be together forever? No. I think if this relationship stops being beneficial, When the relationship stops being beneficial to him, I think he will move on. I've not pulled really any love cards here. I don't see deep love, I don't see affection. No, I don't see any of that. I think it's more of a partnership. Maybe maybe they had strong feelings for each other in the beginning, but I don't see that now. I see it more as a partnership. Blake's energy is she's not a very, she doesn't really dig into her feelings and thoughts that much. I don't think she's a particularly, and this isn't meant in an insulting way, let me just make that clear. I don't think she's a very deep person. I don't think she looks too hard at her own feelings and emotions and kind of figures out what she wants to do. And I think she kind of just keeps going, doesn't really look too deep. She's got other things to do. She's got other responsibilities. She's got other stress going on. So she just doesn't really bother. Her energy is just very surface level. She wants to be pretty and she wants people to like her clothes and her fashion, and she's just not, and I don't mean it in an insulting way, but it sounds insulting, but she's just not a deep person. I don't think she looks at her relationship deeply. I don't think she looks at herself too deeply. That could change, of course. She could have, a whole epiphany and change her life. But based on this energy now on her, no, she's not a deep person. She doesn't look at things that deeply. I think she's just oh, well, we work well together. Everyone likes us together. It works. We have kids. We get along enough to be together. I don't think it's not a terrible marriage. They're not screaming at each other 24/7, they're just, it's more a partnership. It's not terrible, but it's not, I wouldn't say, a marriage based in love. I think he loves his image with her. I think he feels like people started to like him maybe a bit more, or their perceptions of him shifted when he got with her and when they got married and had kids, and he was kind of seen as more of a family man, like a good guy, And I think he's very protective of his image. I think, as I said earlier, when this relationship is no longer beneficial, he'll move on to someone new. I do think he has, he does care for her. I'm not saying that he's, completely cold towards her. I think he does care for her, but it's not unconditional. He has a big ego and he loves the image that he has now, and he will do whatever he needs to preserve it. I feel like for his career, for his image, for his own validation and ego, I feel he would throw a lot of people to the wolves to keep that going. And she is one of those people. I don't feel like they're in that together necessarily. I think maybe she thinks they are, but I don't see that from his side. I think he cuts people off if they don't benefit him, if they don't serve him. And he gets away with it a lot because he is charismatic. He gets away with a lot of this stuff. But yeah, I don't see him. I see him being a very kind of out for himself type of person, which isn't particularly shocking, I guess. Most celebrities are. But yeah, it's quite cutthroat. I think when this relationship has run its course to him, he'll leave. I don't see him sticking around, and he'll be the one to leave. That's kind of what I see for these two. Thank you for watching, and that is it.